Hello, everyone. Dr. Krista here. Do you ever feel like when you travel, you get thrown off your routine and maybe you can't exercise or you can't eat as well, and you just feel like health is struggling a little bit? I want to go over some ways that we can mitigate that and prevent it. Travel can be really difficult on your whole body, your nervous system, especially if you're flying and you're exposed to um, different germs, right? Being stuck in the airplane. It can be tough on your immune system, but you can also be left feeling very ungrounded. So let's start with just what happens once you land somewhere, and then we'll talk about more specific things for exercise and eating habits, etc. Maybe some remedies you can bring with you too. So I have been traveling for the last couple of weeks unexpectedly. I thought I was going to be on a 5-day trip, and it's now extended to almost a month, which is fine because I know how to create my routine in a way where my body still feels prepared and ready and healthy. I was even in a household where everyone else was sick and I managed to not get sick. So let's talk about some things. First and foremost, when you fly, as soon as you get somewhere, I would ground, right? Put your feet in the grass, touch the earth, let your body connect to those negative ions, and really kind of reset because being in a flying tube is very foreign to the body, can disturb things. And also, if you can do a sauna to detoxify, infrared is best there. Your skin is your biggest detox organ, so just to get rid of any toxins, bacteria, viruses that have come. You can always take some remedies too, just for cold prevention. Some colloidal silver. Maybe you up your zinc and your vitamin C and your vitamin D for a bit. Maybe you take some homeopathics just to make sure all is good. That's an awesome thing to do, but also hydrate, really, really hydrate, because air travel is very dehydrating and your body needs fluids to do pretty much everything. So make sure you're replenishing that. Okay, now once you get to your destination, um, let's talk about exercise first. Very first thing that you can do, whether you're traveling by boat or plane or car, is you can always bring resistance bands with you. Those are a super easy way to keep resistance training in your routine. And so they're super easy to pack. They're pretty little, they're light. You can use your body by standing on them to create resistance, or you can attach them to a pole or a fence or something like that. If you're out at a park, you can use a tree. So all different ways to still get exercise. Or if for some reason you really can't bring resistance bands or you forget them, there's of course always body weight. I have a patient recently who was going on a small boat in France, and she was like, I can't bring anything. There's nothing to attach resistance bands to. She just didn't want to do it. So we suggested doing the 7-minute scientific workout for her, which is just 7 minutes of exercising, and all you need is your body weight. So that's a really great one to do if you really have minimal time and minimal tools. But you still want to make sure you're getting your exercise in, even when you're traveling, because that helps your body stay in that routine, stay in check, create the hormones it needs to fall asleep at night, all sorts of good stuff. So there's exercise. For food, depending on how you are traveling, if I am traveling by car, I oftentimes will bring like a saute pan that you can plug into an outlet, or even sometimes I've brought my Instapot with me to like hotel rooms. That way I can still cook in there if there's not a full kitchen. Especially if you have a fridge, you can go to a grocery store nearby or have groceries delivered, and that can make it super easy for staying healthy, at least for a lot of your meals. You, of course, can go out and enjoy, but having that baseline can be helpful. Or if you don't have anything to help you cook, sometimes what I'll do is I'll buy things that don't require cooking. For example, stuff to make a salad and maybe a rotisserie chicken that's already cooked that I can just keep in the fridge. That way I'm still getting my veggies, healthy fats by getting a good dressing with lots of good oils in it, and then the protein from the chicken. So that's an awesome way. I've even had the experience where I ended up at a hotel that did not have a fridge. And you know what? I still made it work, had a lot of ice from the ice machine, and would replenish it every few hours to keep what I needed cool. And it worked out. So, point being, if you're committed, you can really make these things work and keep yourself healthy and still enjoy your time. So, that's a big thing. Another thing that I like to do to keep myself healthy is continuing with cold plunges. So if I have access to a cold plunge and like the sauna I spoke of before, great. If not, I can always end my showers on cold to keep my circulation going, help my immune system. So that's an awesome thing to do. Again, bringing my trace minerals with me to stay hydrated, adding that to my water or some pink Himalayan salt. Oftentimes, when I travel somewhere, I will pick up protein powder if I wasn't able to bring it. Sometimes on your carry-ons, they question the powder, so I don't always bring it if I just have a carry-on. But bring protein powder with me, and that's a great way to make sure that you're getting extra protein, even if you're eating out a lot or on the go. Just to have that with you is awesome. Similarly, you could bring green powder or something like that to help with the veggie intake. So you can also, for your immune system, bring herbs to take a bath in. So I do this for my son a lot because he can't really take herbs orally because he's too young. So I will bring thyme, for example, which has a lot of antiviral properties, and he can soak in that bath with lots of thyme in there, and that will help protect his immune system as well. So that's something you can do and keep yourself healthy while traveling. So I've given a lot of tips here, and if you're someone who feels like you are struggling with keeping yourself healthy, whether it's traveling or just day to day, I'm happy to chat more with you. I offer free 15-minute discovery calls, we call them, so that I can learn more about your health concerns, what's going on with you, how you're feeling, but also how you want to feel. And so it's a great way for us to just get to know each other more and see if we might be a good fit for working together. So I'll drop that in the chat here so you can always book that when you have 15 minutes. But that's a great start to get you on a good health plan. Make sure we can point you in the right direction. So I hope that you've enjoyed these tips. But again, if you're traveling, stay super hydrated, add in your trace minerals, ground as soon as you get wherever you're going, especially if there's a time change. You may want to get sun on your face first thing in the morning when you wake up to start to reset your body that, hey, now is when morning is. Now is when I should secrete cortisol so I feel more awake. And then at the same time at night, make sure you're off screens, keeping lights low to help reset your body in the new circadian rhythm. Then making sure you're still getting exercise in. Of course, if you're traveling and seeing sights, you can do a bunch of walking, but adding in that resistance training, body weight training, super helpful. Making sure you have good food access, not always eating every meal out if possible, trying to control some of it with cooking, even if you're in a place that doesn't have a kitchen, it's still possible. Road travel or hotel stay, either way. And of course, if you book an Airbnb that has a kitchen, even better. And then immune support, really bringing some things with you. I often bring throat coat tea as well, chamomile tea in case I need to do a steam inhalation. I bring that colloidal silver because I can take that while I'm breastfeeding, and also for my son. Elderberry also is awesome, but the zinc, the vitamin C, the D, those are all great options as well. So I hope you got some good information from this 10-minute episode here. And again, we will put in the link in the chat, the link for booking your free 15-minute call, as I'd love to learn more about you.